Turkic Mythology, the Forgotten Legends of the Steppes, presented by Education, Fun, Together. What comes to your mind when you hear the word mythology? Greek gods? Norse legends? Egyptian pharaohs? But did you know that the ancient Turkic people had their own mythology, filled with sky gods, celestial wolves, and heroic warriors? Turkic mythology is deeply connected to the nomadic lifestyle of Central Asian Turks, where nature, spirits, and ancestors played a crucial role in their beliefs. Today, we'll explore the key deities, myths, and legendary creatures that shaped this unique and fascinating belief system. The most important deity in Turkic mythology is Tengri, the sky god. He was seen as the ruler of the universe, deciding the fate of all people and nations. Early Turkic leaders, including the Gökturks, believed that Tengri granted them the right to rule. But where there is light, there is also darkness. Erlik Han, the god of the underworld, ruled over the dead. He was often depicted as a terrifying horned figure. People believed that he punished the wicked souls and controlled the spirits of disease and misfortune. Unlike Erlik, Umayana was a kind and protective mother goddess, often associated with fertility and children. Women would pray to her for healthy childbirth and protection from evil spirits. These deities weren't just myths. They influenced real-life practices, from religious ceremonies to naming traditions. One of the most famous symbols of Turkic mythology is the gray wolf, also known as Bozkurt. According to legend, the Turks were once trapped in a valley, and a sacred she-wolf guided them to freedom. Even today, the gray wolf remains a powerful national symbol for Turkic people. Every mythology has its monsters. The Turks had Tepegöz, a one-eyed giant similar to the Greek Cyclops. He appears in the epic stories of the Book of Dede Korkut, terrorizing villages until a hero finally defeats him. Speaking of the Book of Dede Korkut, this legendary figure was a wise storyteller who guided Oghuz warriors. His stories mixed myth and history, shaping the culture of Turkic-speaking people for centuries. One of the most famous Turkic myths is the Ergenekon legend. The story tells of a Turkic tribe that was nearly wiped out by their enemies. The survivors found refuge in a hidden valley called Ergenekon, surrounded by mountains. For generations they lived there, until a blacksmith discovered a way to melt the iron blocking their path to freedom. This story is more than a myth. It symbolizes resilience, survival, and rebirth. Even today, some Turks celebrate Nevruz, the spring festival, by remembering this legend. Another legendary figure is Oghuz Khan, the mythical ancestor of the Oghuz Turks, who later founded great empires like the Seljuks and Ottomans. Stories describe him as a warrior blessed by the gods who united the Turkic tribes and established a powerful kingdom. Before Islam, Turkic peoples practiced Tengrism, a belief system where the sky, earth, and underworld were interconnected. Shamans, known as Kam, played a major role, acting as spiritual guides, healers, and communicators between humans and spirits. They performed rituals, sacrifices, and ceremonies to keep the balance between the forces of nature. Even today, traces of shamanistic beliefs survive in folk traditions, such as tying ribbons on trees for wishes or using talismans to ward off evil. Turkic mythology is an ancient yet powerful cultural heritage. Though often overshadowed by Greek and Norse myths, it has left a lasting impact on modern Turkic societies, from national symbols to literature and folklore. Even today, elements of these myths can be seen in Turkish names, celebrations, and even pop culture. So, the next time you hear about mythology, remember that the Turks too had their own gods, heroes, and epic stories.